Hey, hi. Hi, good morning, class. See you again. Okay, in chapter 3, we continue with 3.3 blood pressure. Okay, 3.1 is about your body temperature. How to measure body temperature using a different thermometer. There are 4 types of thermometer. 3.2 is the pulse rate, and then now we are going into 3.3, the blood pressure. Okay, blood pressure measuring instruments. Now look, if you look at the picture here, photograph 3.3 and photograph 3.4, both of these instruments are used to measure blood pressure. Okay, 3.3 is the digital sphygmomanometer and 3.4 is sphygmomanometer that we always seen it at a clinic or hospital. Okay, right. Blood pressure is measured by using sphygmomanometer. Okay, sphygmomanometer. So make sure the spelling is correct. Sphygmo, okay, sphygmomanometer. Sphygmomanometer. Okay, the unit for measuring blood pressure is millimeters of mercury, and the symbol is mmHg. mm stand for millimeter and Hg stand for mercury. Okay, millimeter mercury. Okay, the best standard instrument, the best tool to measure blood pressure is by using the sphygmomanometer, that use along with the stethoscope. Okay, we use a sphygmomanometer with the stethoscope. This one, photograph 3.4. We use it with the stethoscope. Yeah, stethoscope. Okay. However, if you want to monitor our blood pressure, we can use a digital sphygmomanometer because it is easy to read the reading, to measure the reading. Okay, next, how to measure and recording the blood pressure. Okay, blood pressure is measured by taking two readings. There are two readings, top and below. Top number and below number, which represent systolic, represented by systolic pressure, and second is diastolic pressure. Okay, systolic pressure means the pressure applied by the wall of blood vessel when our heart is contract. When the heart of muscles are contracting, heart is contracting. Systolic pressure. Okay, for diastolic pressure is the pressure applied to the blood vessel when the heart is resting or relaxed. Resting or relaxed, or between the heartbeats. So uh, the second number or the bottom number is diastolic pressure. We have two reading, top and bottom. The top is systolic pressure. The top number is systolic pressure. The bottom number represent the diastolic pressure. Okay, systolic, diastolic. Now, when you learn in Form 3, there's a lup, dup sound, right? Lup, dup sound. There's lup for systolic pressure when your heart contract, and dup sound means that when your heart relax. When your heart relax, pump up the blood out to the whole body. Diastolic. DD, diastolic, dup sound. Lup sound for systolic pressure. So, this one, why top, why bottom? Oh, why not left and right? So here we have actually the reading is 120 over 80. Now both of the reading, both of these two reading are measured in millimeter mercury. 120 millimeter mercury when your heart is contract, and 80 millimeter mercury when your heart is relaxed or resting. Okay, understand now? You need to understand the where the reading of systolic come from and when the reading of diastolic come from. Okay, now why do we need to monitor our blood pressure? Huh? Why? So when you know your measurement of your blood pressure, when we know our blood pressure reading, we can measure our body health level. So the one or the person who have high blood pressure have a higher risk of heart attack. Has higher risk of heart attack. Same with if it has a lower or less than normal reading of blood pressure, also got a high risk of high blood, high blood or lower blood pressure. So when you see this table 3.1, the classification of blood pressure reading for an adult. Okay, we have the optimal reading, which is less than 120 for systolic and less than 80 for diastolic pressure. Okay, that is optimal reading. So normal reading is in between 120 to 129, and diastolic 80 to 84. Okay, so if the systolic pressure more than 129 or 130 and above, means that the person is at high risk of high blood pressure or heart attack. Okay, all right. High blood pressure does not usually have any clear symptoms. If this problem is not well controlled, okay, it can lead to stroke. Stroke. It can lead to stroke. Okay, means maybe it can be paralysis, lumpuh, permanent or temporary paralysis. So we need to go for monitor our blood pressure and by having a regular medical checkups. Okay, that is for 3.3. You need to know the definition of blood pressure. What is meant by the blood pressure? Measured by the uh, by the red blood cell, by the blood to the wall of the blood vessel. Okay, what is the instrument used? Sphygmomanometer or digital sphygmomanometer, and steps of measuring blood pressure or the effect of having high blood pressure will lead to heart attack, and how to prevent uh, or to avoid high blood pressure. Okay, for 3.4 for body mass index or BMI. Okay, so you need to know the definition also. What is the definition for BMI or body mass index? Okay, body mass index is the measurement of body mass against height. Measurement of body mass against height. Your body mass is calculated or measured in kilogram. Yes, a unit kilogram, and height square measure in meter square. So kilogram meter negative 2. Kilogram meter negative 2. Body mass per height square. Okay, that's for BMI. So what's the importance of knowing your BMI? So here we have the range less than 18.5. We call it underweight. Okay, in between 18.5 to 24.9 is desirable weight. Desirable weight. This one we want. Okay, 25 to 29.9 or more to 30 is overweight, and 30 above 30 or more is obese. Okay, obese. So we just want it overweight and obese. We don't want it. We want a desirable weight where our BMI is 18.5 to 24.9. So we need to calculate our how many kilogram over height meter square. Okay, interpreting body mass index. Okay, when we interpret our body mass index, our BMI, we can see our health, our condition of our health. Okay, being overweight. If we are on overweight, we will we will be suffer from serious illnesses such as heart attack, high blood pressure, stroke, diabetes, and other complications for joints and bones. Um, okay, if we are underweight means that we lack of nutrients and lack of nutritious. So we also lead to fatigue. Our body, we lack of body's defense, a lack of antibody against disease, fatigue, anemia, and depression. Okay, this is underweight and overweight. Right. Okay, here is how to increase your body mass. Practice healthy and balanced diet. Eat at a fixed time. Consume snack. Eat more nutritious food. Okay, this is to increase body mass. And to decrease body mass, set a goal. Okay, set a realistic goal. Let's say I want to reduce half a kilogram in a week. Okay, and then you monitor and record your body mass once a week. Okay, once a week. Eat healthy food. Make a few changes to your eating habits. Okay, reduce or avoid food with high sugar or fat content. Okay, do more exercise. Okay, then you can get your desirable BMI, desirable weight. Okay, stop at 3.4. We will continue later for chapter 4.